Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to show you how to skin a skunk without the smell. Everybody's worried about the smell, but as long as you're careful, you shouldn't have any smell at all. So the first thing I want to do, of course, is I'm going to comb him out. Make sure he's got no furs, mud, clean him up nice. Alright. I'm going to bring him over to my gambrel. Hanging by a back leg. Now at any time when you're working on the skunk, you want to be very careful. Right next to his anus are the two glands on either side. If you squeeze or push around that area or push against that anyway, it's most likely going to ooze out, and that's where you're going to get the smell. So you want to be very careful till we get down around them, and then we'll cut them off, then we won't have to worry about it. So the first thing I do is come into my legs and I'll put my relief cuts in from the paw up to the elbow. That'll help once we get down here to turn them. Then we're going to cut from heel to heel, one straight line. Like I said, just be careful back here. This is where you can feel them if you touch them. I feel them right there. The pods or the glands, whatever you want to call them. So they come up to about here. So we're going to make a cut straight up from the heel to the heel. Right in front of all that. Like I said, just be careful when you're pushing, or that will ease out right up through. Now, I'm going to start by skinning this down a little bit. Just down along the leg some. You don't want to get rammy with this. Like I said, just take it easy. So, the next cut is going to be a V right around the vent. But this is where you want to be very careful because them glands are right under there. So what I do is just pull it up away. Let me lower this a little. I got a very sharp knife that cuts good. I'm going to just work, I'm going to put the V by pulling up away from the glands, and you'll start to see them come through. But I'm pulling the hide up away from it, just like that. And I'm not putting any pressure down in there. Right there you can start to see the one gland. Sometimes they're really popping out. This one may not be so full, that's why it's not. But it's right here. So I'll bring that right down around the vent. Just be very careful around them. Work up the leg a little. All right, let's just testicles right there's the gland. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Pull it up away and cut. Be very careful not to cut down into that. Pulling it up away. That's why it's important to have a sharp knife. As soon as that hide cuts, move on. See, right there's the gland. I'm going to beat up with my other cut. Careful not to push on them glands. Now I'm going to come down around it, staying plenty far away from it. You can see them, they're right here. This one here and this one here. Now these are, usually they're bulging. This guy don't have much in there, but you still want to be careful. It's working down the leg some. Right around them glands. I'm not putting any pressure against them. Work down along the other leg. A lot of fat on this guy. They're good and they're slippery. We're going to cut that leg off just like that. Now, generally I would like to pull this up and pull on, like, say, a raccoon or something, but I'm not going to do that on a skunk because that'll put pressure and that'll ooze. And that's what we're trying to stay away from. So far, no smell. Done right, it won't stink. And I can verify that because if it did, my wife wouldn't be filming this. So what I'm going to do now is switch legs. Get this leg cleaned up. Come down here in the front. Said I'm not yanking too hard, just more cutting than anything. Cut this down a little further, just like that. Cut that one off. Now I'll work down around the tail some. Back up. Like I said, I'm not pulling, I'm mostly just cutting down around. And this one's not going to be real easy to see it. But now we're going to take the glands off. So this is a gland here and here. Now usually they're bulging, like I said, these aren't. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in under up against the tailbone and cut up under them. Not really pulling on them, just sort of holding them. Way under them, down at the meat. See, this is the gland right here. Staying far enough away, plenty far enough away. pulling, I'm just cutting. Oop. Maybe. Try not to get nice and easy, no right, don't get rammy like I am. Just like that. Yeah, so these are the pods. They're pretty empty. That was pretty easy. But we'll set that to the side. And then we'll extract the essence out of it later on. But now, once you have that going, you ain't got to worry about smell. It won't, you won't get no smell out of it. That's gone. So you can pull and finish it out just like you would anything else. Down his tail. Sometimes you got to work down these tails. I don't want to pull real good. I'm just cutting the back some and cut down around the front so I think I can pull it with a puller. Now put it back up. And this one doesn't want to go. Let me get a rag. Just like that. When it's slimy like that, use a rag, you get a better grip. We're going to open up his tail with the tail zipper. Just like that, all the way down through. Work it down, pull. We can pull now. You don't have to worry about those glands. Down over the front legs. Front legs came through. Put my finger in behind the leg, both sides. Pull them through. There you can see where our cuts were. Those are leaf cuts. Cut them off. Cut them off. Work down over the head. Use a rag for grip. Cut his ears off. Now the skunk's ears are back a little further. And say a coon or something. Right there. See his ear cut off. There's the other one I cut off. I'm just going to bring it down, work right around, cut towards the meat. We'll come to his eye. I'm just cutting behind, pulling some with my finger. Same on this one. Just like that. His eye's all done there, down over his eye. This one's done. We're just going to keep going down his snout. Once we get the mouth opening opened up, we'll stick our knife through there, turn it away and cut it off. And I put my finger up against the end of the nose, just work right down behind there and cut it off. So that's how I skin my skunks without a smell. There's no smell at all. Next thing would be to flush them and board them. But yeah, that's how I do my skunks. you have any questions or something else you want me to do and show you how I do it, there's 100 ways to do things, and everybody seems to have a different way, but I'm just showing how I do it. So, all right, well, thanks for watching. Have a good day.